So for example, for me, there's been times where I've gotten potentially teary-eyed as a participant, and maybe even actually as a facilitator. Yeah, as a facilitator. And I think you've heard this example before. I've gotten teary-eyed because I've recalled a time when we're talking about equity, diversity, inclusion, where I called a family member, went into the parking lot of a place I was working, and I called a family member. I was in tears at that moment and said, if I quit today because of how this group of mostly white women was treating me, how much could you financially support me? Those were emotions coming from being excluded. Those emotions were coming from being told I didn't belong and not knowing and not wanting to be in that space anymore and feeling broken down. So the why of those emotions were because I was being excluded as a woman of color, historically and traditionally two marginalized identities. So the why was that, and the emotions were not to try to necessarily get something out of this family member, but to indicate how much this experience was impacting me.